let's continue the derivation of the Riemann curvature just to compare with the standard definition of Riemann curvature. This is abstract definition. Now, this relation here, we need to play with this term over here, so that you have to recall from the properties of the Lie bracket, this kth component, this I can express this as this term here on the right hand side. So this case, covariant derivative of z, okay, this is with respect to the Lie bracket, is just this here. Remember that this blue one is covariant derivative of z with respect to the basis xj, you see, partial xj. So from lecture 23a in lecture 23b, the term green one, purple, were expand in the local coordinates. You see, you go there and copy and just write, just we play together with this term here. In the step one, we'll form exactly this green minus purple minus pumpkin orange, just this term over here. So we'll write in this case that the Riemann curvature, okay, as a scalar here, is A minus B minus C. Now let's move to the step 2. This is step 1. Step 1. Now is step 2. You see, fortunately, there are some cancellation on the second derivative, as you see over here. So first of all, you see, you have all the expressions, okay, for A, B, and C, okay, in local coordinates. Now, let's separate, okay, let's focus only on the second derivative first, you see. From A, you just copy from there and repeat over here. So this one will be 0. Why? Because I, J, they are dummy indices. So I can swap here, okay? And you see that this term and this will be cancelled. Now, on the step 3, you collect the remaining terms to match the Riemann tensor, okay? Now, term multiply partial of xj, you see there's a basis, is a vector basis, okay, as the m. Now we'll collect these terms. From A, you just copy from there xi, and this term over here, and xi, yj, you just copy, okay, and xi, this is a Christoffel symbol ip, m, yj, partial xj of zp. You just, from A, you just copy, and also we are interested in partial derivative as Zm, okay? So, this over here, you can see that this term here, you see, I will mark this term over here, you see why. Now, from minus b, it's not from b, it's from minus b. You see this minus here, the purple one, okay? This I write minus yj, you just copy from there. You see only terms based on this partial derivative over here, okay, of Zm. I just am collecting this term. This minus here, also I will mark this term over here, you see why. This minus yj, I just copy from there and I write over here. Now, finally from minus c, you see minus c, it is this case, you see, involves the Lie derivative. I just copy from there and write these two terms over here. Now, it's clear that only the terms that survive are this blue mark over here. You see, that's the only, which I write right over here. You see, that's the, you see, when I add this, okay, the remaining terms is just this one over here. Why? Because the others, okay, with the minus sign, will be cancelled according to they are, say, dummy indices. It's quite clear. There is no doubt. So these are remaining blue one, you see, because we were collecting just terms involve this partial derivative here. Now, terms multiply ZR, okay? Then I go on term A. You see, I collect only terms, you see, on ZR. You see, ZR and ZR. From A minus B and minus C. You see, I just copy from there. You see? So then here there is no space, okay, to develop. So I will continue exactly from here to the lecture 23, 23rd, this D, okay? Just because I just copy, okay, remember that I am deriving all this term here, which I denote A, B, and C, you see? So let's continue in the next lecture, 23D, just from here, you see? That's it.